all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
The Bossman Show, but joined by a good friend of the show, the coach of Bethune-Cookman, Ryan Ritter on the Bossman Show. Coach Ritter, how's life down in Daytona, man?
And life in Daytona is going. We're right in the midst of our season, so trying to figure a way to get hot these last couple weeks of the season, man. How are you doing?
Coach, is going great here in the ATL. I told you off the air, man. Super Bowl week is live and in full effect, man. So it's enjoying the concerts, the parties, the people. Just been a great week so far.
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, Coach, I'll ask you, man, since your second year at Bethune-Cookman, last time we talked last year, what's the biggest difference in your program? How's your program grown and expanded since we last talked last year about your program from year 2?
Yeah, great question. I think a lot of things have changed. Obviously, when we got the job, April of 2018. We were picked almost dead last in all the publications and ended up finding a way to have a heck of a year and were able to win a regular season championship. And so year one, that was something that was our program at our university. And then as you go into year two, our expectation stays the same in terms of we're trying to win a conference championship again. But I think our guys have worked really hard, and we were actually preseason picked to win it this year. So I think in terms of outside perception, our guys have worked extremely hard to build a good product. And more than anything, I think it's just probably the outside expectation has been different. Although our daily approach has been really the exact same.
Now, Coach, you get more calls from coaches about high school coaches, JUCOs about players now. Since you won last year, you came in, you established you got a good roster of junior and seniors this year, some JUCO guys, some transfer guys. So, are you hearing from a lot of different coaches in the high school ranks and JUCO ranks about trying to get players towards you since you guys came in, made that splash last year?
Yeah, that's been the greatest part. When we first took the job, it was we went transfer and junior college route, and actually this fall we were able to sign 3 high school kids, and they're all from winning programs in the state of Florida. I think us having some success specifically in the state of Florida, beating some of those schools in year one, Jacksonville, Stetson, FAMU, playing very close to Miami, and knocking off Florida Atlantic this year. I think we were able to really get in our backyard and sell a good product, and ultimately able to get some really good high school kids, along with hopefully we'll sign a transfer or 2 here late.
Now, Coach, I feel like that your team has played so many close games this year. It's tough on your team over the season to execute in these tough spots. And I feel like as the games gain importance in February and March, you're having an older roster of juniors, seniors, fifth-year guys, grad transfer guys. And, hey, even though you're 3-4 right now in conference, Norfolk State is 7-0. You still make a run to get hot right there in that tournament time. We're up there in Norfolk when the MEAC time comes around in March there.
Yeah, definitely, JR. I think our roster is built for some adversity. I think we can definitely play better as this stretch. We've played 5 of our conference games on the road already, so we're excited to get back home. We got our next 4 at home. At the same time, we did have a couple tough injuries early on, and we're finally getting into a rhythm where we know our rotation, we know our guys, and I really do believe this team can make a heck of a run come February, March.
Yeah, Coach, like you said, man, having an older roster this time of year makes a big difference. And, an injury or 2 here and there, that guys are not going to get down, but they're not going to throw them off the main mission to keep them focused. To say, hey, the bigger picture is let's peak late February, early March, that MEAC tournament, because that can get us to where we want to go to the big dance, or if we maybe catch Norfolk State in the standings, maybe get us in the NIT again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's at the end of the day, it was special. We won a regular season championship, and that's our still number one goal. But like a majority of leagues in Division I, we're going to be a one-bid league, and at the end of the day, you can go 16-0, and if you falter in that first round of the NCAA tournament, you're going to fall short of your ultimate goal. So having we've got 8-9 guys that are playing minutes right now that are all juniors or seniors or grad transfers. So I really feel like this group's about to play really good basketball, and we like each other. We're tight. We just, like you said, we got to execute down the stretch with some older guys, and I can't wait to see what happens here. Starting Saturday with NC Central.
And Coach, like you said, man, playing 8 or 9 guys, because some teams are playing, I'm seeing them playing 6 guys, 7 guys, but you better play 8 or go 8 or 9 deep. So if something's not working on giving out, you got options. I feel like sometimes coaches shorten the rotation station too short sometimes. Playing 6.5 men, it's not going to work. Having that 8th or 9th guy you can trust and put out there when something's getting tough can really help you if it's a foul trouble game or a guy gets hurt. You have the depth behind them to keep the train rolling there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's crazy is, we can really go 10 or 11 deep in terms of, that much confidence in our roster. So to have guys that you can look down the end of the bench and feel really good about putting in, I think it's definitely an advantage going into headed towards the postseason.
And Coach, I was giving a speech at a high school the other day about, I got talking about being a player development coach. Had developing your players in the offseason, summertime, spring, even your season developing your players. So at your level, Coach, how big an emphasis do you and your staff put on developing your players come spring and summertime and in season to get them, to break them? And it might not be a blue chip recruit when they get to you, but by the time they leave, they can play at a Power 5 school. When they get stronger, working on their game, and they can max out at their level based on your program, how you develop those guys.
Well, that is one of the most important things in our program. I think on the front end of things, recruiting and scheduling are absolutely huge in college coaching. You got to have great players, and you got to have a schedule that allows you to have some success. But in terms of when we get those dudes on campus, skill development is definitely one of our top 1, 2, or 3 priorities, because at the end of the day, we can call up all these nice sets and offense and defense and feel really good as it about a coach. But at the end of the day, if those dudes aren't working on their game, it's going to be really hard to execute them. So that is huge. Every single day we do skill development. Every day we practice. It's a part of our practice.
I hear that, Coach, because I'll tell you what, because, I hate when a guy gets complacent with their skills. I'm like, you have to keep getting better. Even being a radio host, I try to always get better every day as a radio host. Now, I play sports as well, but still, I always want to find a way to make myself better the next day. How can I get 1% better each day? And I feel like too many guys read the press, read the media, get on radio shows. Oh, yeah, I'm good. No, there are guys that still busting their butts to be better than you now. So you have to always work on your craft no matter what it is.
Well, you said it. I mean, that's everyday life. You want to coach, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a father, you want to be whatever you want to be. You got to work at that thing. And that's the message we've got to our guys. And quite honestly, we've got some guys that are, transfers or maybe on their second chance. And I think they relish in the moment. They don't get complacent about, hey, I finally made it to Division I. I think it's, hey, I'm now that I got here, I'm freaking hungry. I'm ready to work. And, skill development for them particularly, it's huge.
And, Coach, like you said, you mentioned earlier, Saturday you played NC Central. I mean, Coach Moten's done always have a great team up there with his guys. And so what are you seeing for them guys on film this year, man? If it's a game on Saturday, and what are you telling your team to get ready to play these guys? Because those guys have been perennial in the MEAC, always up near the top, always playing well, always causing a challenge. So what are you telling your guys about playing NCC Central this week, Coach, at your place?
Well, it's funny because Coach Moen's actually one of my mentors. He's the guy that's really helped me throughout the years. It's funny, he's been on some of my references for some of my jobs. So that's my man. I got unbelievable respect. You said it. They are one of the perennial teams in the MEAC every single year. It doesn't matter who's on his roster, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Talent-wise, they're going to be. You look at those standings, they're going to be towards the top. And I think that's a tribute to how well he does, with that program. But the one thing that you see is you see consistency with them. They got guys that are going to do their job. If their guy is supposed to shoot, he's going to shoot. If the guy's supposed to rebound, he's going to rebound. They are very, very, very good in what they do. And obviously this year they guard very, very well. That's been a staple of their program. But more importantly than that, I think they just really believe in each other, and you can see in the way they play. So it's going to be a heck of a battle Saturday. They got us up at their spot this year. I think they won by 7 or 9 earlier this year, and so I think the atmosphere will be awesome Saturday, and hopefully it'll be a heck of a contest.
Now, Coach, you speak about how the MEAC has improved from top to bottom, even with the departure of Hampton to the Big South. I feel like the conference has still gotten stronger, getting better. You've seen the records of non-conference getting better. So I feel like the whole league as a whole has been tougher in general. So talk about that a little bit, how this conference has gotten better from top to bottom this year, even losing a team like Coach Jordan and Hampton Pirates there.
Yeah, obviously, losing Hampton is tough. They do a heck of a job. They're having decent success in the Big South. But in terms of our league, Norfolk, NC Central, teams like that, they can go and play at a majority of mid-major levels. But I think the thing you're seeing too is we've got some new coaches in the league that are in year 2, year 3, year 4 that are really starting to have get a hold on their program and a stamp. Obviously you've got Coach Bossman, Coach Rob Jones at Norfolk, Coach Moda at Central. Those are staples. Every year those dudes are going to be good. And then I think you've got some other guys that are really not just upgrading talent, but really upgrading programs. And I'm excited to see. Obviously, we're 3-4 right now, so it's a pretty tough league. Hence we were picked to win it, and we've already seen our struggles specifically on the road this year.
That's what I got for you, Coach. Super Bowl prediction time. Rams or Pats? Who you got, Coach?
Man, I got to go with the Pats.
I hear that. Hey, you can't beat the guy that's been there 9 times, right? You got to go with him until somebody beats him.
You got it. Until he gets beat, I'm going to go with him every single time.
I hear that, Coach. I'll be there on Sunday. I'll see it live in color one more time. I've already seen him rip out my heart one time in Houston, so I know what he's capable of because I witnessed it myself.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, I think it'll be a heck of a game. I wouldn't mind seeing the Rams win. but it's hard to go against Tom Brady. So I'm gonna go Pats on Sunday.
I hear that, Coach. Good to talk to you as always, Coach Ritter. I hope you guys beat Coach Moden on Saturday, get your season on that uptick and get on that run that you want to get on, man.
I appreciate it. Look, great talking with you.
All right, Coach. Anytime, buddy. Folks, it's Ryan Ritter here on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.